Good evening, my name is J.Finney and this is my interactive whiteboard instruction assignment for my EBT 6005 course at Wilmington University. So, the purpose of this instruction is to introduce the learners to video production. The goal of the instruction is to scratch the surface just a little bit before giving the learner, which is the student, a more in-depth understanding of the stages that are involved in any video production. Learners will use the instruction to gain an introductory understanding of the three stages to video production. Through the instruction, students will learn some of the essential components of each of the three stages to video production. The photos and videos included in the instruction serve as visual examples. So we got some photos here. We got some links that lead to videos from the photos. Just a few. The included photos and videos allow the learner to see how the essential components are used to create video productions. So I'm not going to take the time to play the student and navigate through this instruction. I'm going to navigate from the side slides, I'm going to navigate from the left on the side. Allows me to circle through these slides a lot easier and fluid as I narrate through this instruction. So overall, I believe the project served its intended purpose while being eye-catching and entertaining. And I'll say this is why. Once the student hit Let's Begin, it takes them to this first slide, which wants to test their knowledge on what they already know before we share what it is they need to know. So they have the option to pick through pre-production, production, or post. And from there, it takes them to, okay, well, let's test that knowledge. So you pick that you want to learn about, that you already know about pre-production. So tell us a word, a keyword that's associated with pre-production. And we mixed it up here. We have words in here that are directly related to production. And we have words that are directly related to post-production. But we also have words that are related to pre-production as well. So upon the student clicking, and we'll just put casting, which is a keyword directly related to pre-production, they'll get a slide to acknowledge their awareness of that keyword and in association with that stage. And they get a chance to continue with their pre-assessment through each stages, or they can go straight to learning what they don't know in the three stages of video production. So let's go to the three stages of video production. Here we are. So now they get to choose which stage they want to learn about. And this is cool because let's say, for example, they pick pre-production. It gives them the definition of what is involved with pre-production. And I particularly like this slide because we made a reference here of tools, and then from the tools, I took the time to find a picture that was associated with tools, just for confirmation, like, hey, tools, visual confirmation. I liked it. Maybe I just have dry humor like that. So moving on, they also can click on some examples, and from the examples, we give them visual representation of different tools that are different activities and tools that are needed for pre-production. You always need a script, and you always need a budget. Those are the two key essential resources you need in any pre-production. So storyboarding we have here, this guy here, his name is Butch Hartman. He is the creator of Fairly Odd Parents. And here's a hyperlink that the student can click on that will take them to Nickelodeon's website where there's a video of him actually doing this storyboard with his team on putting together a cartoon. And it's an award-winning show, by the way. And we have here an example of a casting call. That's a prospective talent, and this is a director. So the students get to see what that looks like. Pictures can say 1,000 words. Let's just say that. We have some equipment, some new of age digital film equipment. This is one of Sony's powerful cameras to the digital filmmaker age. and it's a pretty powerful, relevant camera. And so from there, the student can go back to the home page, which will take them to whatever other stage they would like to learn about. Or if they actually have the option also to do the post-assessment if they're done with the learning. So with each stage, we have taken the time to associate imagery and video examples. So overall, I do believe the project serves its intended purpose while being eye-catching and entertaining. So major highlight, let's see, major achievements to highlight, I would have to say would be, all right, this is a major achievement here. Not having a video link, but actually having a picture that the student clicks on that will open up the video. That's major. It's major for me. I like the fluidness that the student has while in their learning controlled environment. I think it's a very intuitive component that will allow the student to learn without any reservations or any hiccups that may have came in a different environment that's not more learner controlled environment. Let's see. So major challenges and breakthroughs, I would have to say the major challenges would be putting together these links to associate with each of these key terms and putting together the back-end page, which is the respective location for each link. For example, when a student hits post-production, and a keyword that's associated with post-production would be sound effects, because post-production relates directly to video editing. So you wouldn't be casting in post-production for your project. So if the student hit casting and went to excellence achieved, that would be misleading the student, and we don't want to do that, which is why that was a major challenge, which was associating those pages with the correct key term to not mislead the student. And it was also a major breakthrough as well. So overall, this technology functions as instruction by taking video production basics and incorporating them into interactive whiteboard instruction. This allows the learners to independently navigate through the interactive whiteboard and self-assess their understanding of video production. Right here we have the post-assessment. So after the students take the time to learn in these slides here, they go to the post-assessment, which is made up of one question. If they get the question wrong, they have to start over all the way from the first slide. But if they get the question right, they move on to the last slide, which is an acknowledgement for their accomplishment in now knowing the 3 stages of video production. The learner should gain a true understanding of how well he or she understands the basics of video production. I believe this true understanding will lead the learner to invest in further instruction on the topic. This is J.Finney, and thank you for watching and listening to my interactive whiteboard instruction assignment.